Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome into the live stream. I greatly appreciate you all. And let's just hope people join because the thumbnail does look a little bit different. Should I just throw the week 12 one up instead? That could play. More people might click on that. What's up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are having a good one. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with it? Hope everyone's having a good one. Happy Thanksgiving. I appreciate all you guys for stopping by. Hope you guys all end up having a good one today. Thank you guys for stopping by. Let's see here. All right. You're making deviled eggs right now. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ninjoku or Janu? I would go with Janu. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. What's up, DC Valentine? What's up, Brian? What's up, Bruce? What's up, Caitlin? What's up, Dab God? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Rob? What's up, Illist? What's up, Joe? How you doing? How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are all having a great one. Hey, Nick. Happy Thanksgiving. Need some help. I need to decide who to play, Pollard or Monty. Please help. I'm playing Monty, man. Gotta go Monty. Happy Turkey Day. Yes, sir. What's up, Donald? How we doing, my man? Njoku or Janu? I would go with Janu. It's the problem with that kind of question is it's basically 100% a toss-up. 100% toss-up. $100% a toss-up. Happy Thanksgiving. Bucky, Irvin, or Walker. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I would go Walker. I'll be in and out and observing, as you know me. I'm driving and probably will be the whole time. Drive safe, Dab God. I appreciate you. Stop by the stream. Have a safe drive. I know a lot of people probably traveling. This probably won't be the most popular stream we've ever had on YouTube, but I appreciate you guys all stopping by. Neighbors or Myers, personally, I would go with Neighbors. I think Neighbors is going to have a better game this week than a lot of you guys would expect, mostly because of the fact that he did call out the play calling. I think the team's going to look to feed him a little bit more than they usually would, and that's probably going to lead to a pretty solid game out of Malik Neighbors. So I think he's going to have a better game than we're probably come accustomed to at this point. Who we have came accustomed to at this point. So yeah, I'm going Neighbors. Christopher Gilmore, thank you for the super chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Mooney, Addison, or Dowdle? That's a great question. It's tough with Mooney because he is coming off of an injury, and there is kind of like this slight worry in my head that's like, is he 100% healthy? How does this end up affecting how he plays? Is he going to be like, will he be limited in his snaps? Now, I haven't read anything, and I'm about to look more up right now. If there's anything that says like, oh, Mooney's 100% going to be impacted, Mooney might not be good to go, this, that, and the other thing. So I'm going to look that up real quick. So he is listed as questionable. Mooney is questionable. Hamstring injury not considered serious was the most recent report from 9 days ago. So we're going to dive even further. Darnell Mooney injury. And sorry if like my screen's a little bit darker because I have to look something up. Mooney limited to begin week 13. Okay, but that's Wednesday, so you can't really worry too much about Wednesday's practice. For me, it's between Darnell Mooney and it is between Dowdle. I like Dowdle's matchup a decent amount. I do worry about the fact that, like, you know, the Cowboys just, their offense just has not been very good. And that obviously has led to Dowdle not playing as well. Now, it's not like the Giants defense is some world beaters, but it's also not the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Giants defense can get to him, especially if the Cowboys offense can't really get anything going. Last week, Dowdle scored 10 points. Like I think he should be able to get like 12 to 15, but I also think Mooney should get that. I just feel a lot more confident in playing Darnell Mooney. Ugh. I like Mooney a lot. It's just, and I don't want to spend 8 years on one question. The matchup against the Chargers is not the worst. So yeah, I'd personally play Mooney. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. My answer would be Mooney. Dab God, thank you for the super sticker. I really appreciate you. Again, make sure you guys drive safe. What's up, Spock? Make sure everyone that travels today has some safe travels. Make sure you guys have some fun with your family. Malik's a beast. I 100% agree with that statement. Malik, once they get a real quarterback, like I know he had like a great start to this season, and he probably will have left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths, right? Where people are like, "Oh, I can't draft Malik Neighbors because he screwed me last year." And then Malik Neighbors ends up being like a third round pick instead of like a second round pick, assuming that they get the correct quarterback, and he's just going to be a certified smash of large magnitude. So that's what that's the way I'm feeling right now. I'm loving Malik. Love Malik. Joey Ford, what's up, Spock? How you doing? 16 team full PPR wideouts are Mooney, Metcalf, Higgins, Tillman. My only tight end is Njoku. Should I trade Tillman for Muth or Pitts for my playoff run? In my opinion, I would rather have the depth at wide receiver in a 16 team league over the depth at tight end, because if Njoku goes down, you're probably just fucked anyways, right? Because I think Tillman is the kind of guy that obviously he hasn't played well recently, but Tillman has the ability, he has the skill set to be a potential league winning play. Right now, again, has he played like that? Of course not, but he has the ability to do so. And I think, in my opinion, I would be very, 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 very hesitant to get rid of him. So that's really what I'm kind of thinking. So Njoku, I wouldn't be able to get rid of Tillman. I just wouldn't. It would be too hard for me to do so. It just would be. That's kind of how I feel. I think it's too tough to get rid of him. I don't know if I just said too tough to get rid of Njoku, but it would be too tough for me to get rid of a guy like Tillman to grab Njoku, because again, in a 16 team league, like if one of your receivers goes down, you're really fucked. And I know having a not so ideal tight end is obviously not the best, but it would feel a lot better to me than playing like this guessing game every single week. So I think I would rather just have the locked and loaded tight end and have Tillman, who feels to me like a real high upside play. Again, like I guess if you want it to be as safe as possible, trading Tillman for Pitts makes sense, but that's just kind of not the way that I'm thinking. I'm just locking Njoku in as like this top 5 option. If something goes wrong, it goes wrong, and at that point, you kind of just have to pivot afterwards. So I would not worry and make a trade. I keep who I got. Justin, half PPR, Brown, Monty, Bucky in the flex. Thank you, Goat. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. That's tough. That is tough. I'm assuming Brown is AJ Brown off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of other guys named Brown that it could be. So off the top of my head, if that's AJ Brown, the answer is 100% AJ Brown. You have to play AJ Brown. I think he's my wide receiver 1 right now in my rankings. He is the highest ranked wide receiver. I am in love with him this week. I think he's going to smash. So I would definitely have him ranked incredibly high. So I would play Brown. And if it's not the AJ Brown that I'm thinking of, if it's some other guy and my brain is just failing me at this current moment, then the answer would be David Montgomery. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. I hope you guys are all having a good day so far, and I hope that Thanksgiving is even greater as we get later on into the day. The games today are not the best, I'll be honest. I don't think this is the best Thanksgiving slate we've ever had off the top of my head, just strictly because not a lot of these games people are super enamored about, but I think it should be fun. So yeah, I'm going Brown, and if it's not AJ Brown, then it's Montgomery. Wesley, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, that's awesome, Tommy. I'm glad you've been winning. Thank you for the super chat. Wesley says, will Wesley says, Happy Thanksgiving. Need 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. Great question there. DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson, Montgomery, Chubb, Connor, AJ, Aaron Jones. I don't know why the fuck I called him AJ Jones. Aaron Jones, Sutton, Waddle, 2 running backs are CMC and McCaffrey at the moment. That makes sense. So, in my opinion, you got to play CMC and McCaffrey. I understand that the quarterback play in San Francisco is far from ideal as of right now, but I don't think I can make any argument for you to where the answer is anything other than McCaffrey and A-Chain being locked and loaded options in your lineup. So we're definitely going with them. So we're 100% playing with them. I'm just trying to do something really quick. I don't know why the fuck this isn't giving me the option to view this. Let me just download these again. I don't know why. I don't know why it's acting up on me. So yeah, I would go. That's definitely correct. And then you want to go with Cortland Sutton for sure. Cortland Sutton needs to be in there. And then I think I would go after Cortland Sutton. He's 100% in. It would be Garrett Wilson. And then I think your flex needs to be David Montgomery. I don't love David Montgomery. Like, I'm not sitting here like, wow, I can't wait to play. I love David Montgomery. The problem is it's hard for me to want to sit DJ Moore because I also like DJ Moore a lot, but I think I have Garrett Wilson over DJ Moore. I do. So it would be Montgomery. It would be Sutton 100%. So David Montgomery, Sutton, and then it would be Garrett Wilson. It feels kind of gross to sit James Conner, but I definitely would rather play David Montgomery over James Conner if I'm just thinking. So David Montgomery, Garrett Wilson, and Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton is a lock. You got to play Cortland Sutton. So that's how we're feeling here. So lock that in. David Montgomery, Cortland Sutton, Garrett Wilson. Miguel, thank you for the super chat. Nigel, pick 2. I don't know why the fuck I said the name like that. Like, what's another name like that? Nigel? Is that what I was thinking of? Nigel? I'm trying to think of. I don't know. I assume that's your name. Nigel. Thank you for the super chat. Pick 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and 1 flex. Half PPR, Tyreek, Puka, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sutton, Swift, Connor, Dowdle, Chubb. So many players on Thursday night. I hate it. Happy Thanksgiving and thank you. No problem, man. Thank you, Nigel. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. So 2 wide receivers and 2 running backs and a flex. So you got to play Puka Nacua. You got to play Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that leaves you in a bit of a pickle, right? Do you have the cojones to bench Tyreek Hill? That's a question. Most of the time, the answer for me would be no. Most of the time, I do not have the nuts to bench Tyreek Hill. But in your scenario, I do. Because I love Cortland Sutton. I think Cortland Sutton has elevated to like a must-start guy on a weekly basis. Tyreek's also in that range, but I do have Tyreek lower than Sutton. So it would be, I'm just going to type it out so that I remember. It's going to be Puka. You got to play Puka. You got to play Amon-Ra St. Brown. And you got to play Sutton. So those are 2 wide receivers and your 2 flexes. At running back, it's going to be Connor. And it's going to be Dowdle. So it's going to be Puka, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sutton, Connor, and Dowdle. Thank you for the super chat. Rob E., thank you for the super chat. Connor or Swift fighting for a playoff spot? It's got to be Connor. DeAndre Swift's going up against a tough spot with the Detroit Lions defense. DeAndre Swift's a great pass catcher as well, so it's not like he needs to get everything done on the ground. But I imagine this game script is going to be as negative as possible for the running back position, right? The Detroit Lions are going to be pounding the Chicago Bears relentlessly. So they're not going to have a lot of opportunities to run the ball as the game gets later and later and later. Now, again, Swift is the kind of guy that can catch a pass, take it straight to the crib, get a handoff, take it straight to the crib. But he's also the kind of guy that could get vultured by his running back mate, Roshan Johnson. So I'm not going to sit here and completely suck off DeAndre Swift. I think that would be a very, 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 very stupid decision. So ultimately, when push comes to shove here, we are going to go ahead and play James Conner. I just think that's the smart move. I know the Cardinals offense didn't look very good at all last week, but I do think the Cardinals offense will bounce back. They're very bipolar, very hit or miss on a week in, week out standpoint. So if they were to come out and absolutely dominate, I don't think that would really shock too many people. It definitely would not shock me. So I would definitely go James Conner over DeAndre Swift. And for anyone looking for the rankings on Patreon, they are about to be updated legitimately as we speak. I am in the process of posting them. So anyone on the Patreon, $7.50 a month. Make sure you guys check that out if you guys would like. The rankings are always on there. On Thursday, they come out, and they are updated multiple times throughout the week. But I'm going Connor. JMO, Mr. Buttflakes. What a name. And what a picture, too. JMO, Reed or D-Hop in the flex, full PPR, or not in the flex, just in full PPR. Fins up, baby. Go Dolphins. Let's hope we can get a win today. Don't ruin Thanksgiving. Last time the Dolphins played on a holiday was Christmas, and it completely derailed my Christmas. What a fucking L by the Dolphins. Going up against who, you might ask? Nick, who are they playing? They're playing up against the fucking Packers, and they lost on Christmas, and Tua got a concussion, and his season ended. What a awful Christmas. What an awful scenario. Terrible. But hey, that happens sometimes. Some guys get hurt, Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. That's how life goes, JMO, Reed, or D-Hop in full PPR. Also fins up. I would be going in my real head. I would be saying I would be playing I want to look at my rankings before I say something because I might even disagree with my own rankings. That happens sometimes where I make the rankings and I slightly disagree with them. And I'm going to go a little bit faster because I know you guys are probably traveling on Thanksgiving and don't have a fucking 10 minutes after you ask the question for me to answer it. So I'm going to go a little bit quicker now. Gun to the head. The answer is Jaden Reed. But if you want to be safe, I think, look, if you're looking for safety, play D-Hop. If you're looking for high upside, play Reed. If you're looking for a middle where it's like there's a little bit more safety, but there's also high upside, go JMO. If it's my team, I'm playing Jameson Williams. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Happy Thanksgiving, bud. Blessing you and yours. Thank you very much. Need a wide receiver and a flex. Sutton, Flowers, Moore, Najee. Great question. You got to play Sutton. I don't want to sit here and pretend like I think that Sutton is this ungodly top 5 wide receiver must start, but he's like top 12. And I've got him right now as my wide receiver 8. I think he absolutely fucking smashes in this spot. So I would be going ahead and be saying that, yes, I love Sutton. So you got to play Sutton. And then Flowers, Moore, Najee. If you're looking for the safest bet, it's probably DJ Moore. But personally, I would go with Zay Flowers due to his very high upside. Stans, Krilla, thank you for the super chat. Mr. Nick, thank you for the super chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Hawkinson or Tracy? I would go with Hawkinson. Hawkinson has been hit or miss so far ever since he got healthy, but that's a Vikings offense that's deadly. Hawkinson is one of the better tight ends in the National Football League. So for me, it's 100% going to be Hawkinson. So I would go with Hawkinson, even though if you're just looking for the most safe bet possible, you're like, oh, I want 10 points, then yeah, I probably would go ahead and lean with, if you're like, oh, I just need 10 points, yeah, I would lean Dowdle because I think Dowdle's guaranteed to get 10 points, but not Dowdle, Tracy. Tracy's guaranteed to get 10 points, but I also don't think Tracy's a guarantee to super smash, right, and have that humongous week winning game. So I'm probably going to go ahead and go with Hawkinson. That would be my bet in PPR. You guys have sent a lot of super chats. I really appreciate you guys. And we'll get to the normal questions as well. Frank, my man, thank you. I appreciate your support over the years. I need 1 wide receiver and 2 running backs and a flex for the following: Rico Dowdle, Jacoby Myers, Rashad White, Tyreek, Connor, and Hunt. Great question. You have to play Tyreek Hill. I know. Nick, Tyreek Hill's been terrible this season. Tyreek Hill this, Tyreek Hill that. And honestly, do I disagree with that sentiment that Tyreek Hill has been dog shit? I 100% agree with that sentiment. I think Tyreek Hill has been bad. I think Tyreek Hill has been a humongous letdown. I think Tyreek Hill has been a bust this season. And if you don't think he is, then I think you're a little bit crazy. But I would say you have to play Tyreek. I think this could be, again, he kind of called out the team, hey, I need the ball more in my hands via a Twitter post. And I think that could lead to Mike McDaniel kind of scheming up more plays for him. So going Tyreek. And then to me, it's got to be Connor and Rachaad White. With Isaiah Pacheco seemingly coming back, Hunt is going to be the lead back in the first game. Now, how much of a lead back will he be? Is it going to be like, oh, it's like 60-40? Is it going to be 70-30? Is Pacheco barely going to get out there? Is Pacheco going to leapfrog over him and become the guy? I think all of those scenarios are in play as of right now, where we're sitting on Thursday. Without all the information of tomorrow, at least based on what I've read. I haven't read anything that tells me, oh, Pacheco is going to get fed or Hunt's going to get fed. So I think just avoiding that situation as a whole for most people is probably pretty smart. Now, again, not everyone has the ability to completely fade Kareem Hunt, right? Some people don't have that ability. Hunt's one of their better running backs, and I don't think Hunt's a terrible play, but in my head, I'm going Rachaad White, Tyreek Hill, and James Conner. Thank you for the super chat. Maul, thank you for the super chat. My guy, Nick, best of luck to your Packers today. I assume you're a Packers fan. You got the Packers picture. My guy, Nick, pick one. Jonnu Smith, Tank Dell, Jennings, or Jaden Reed, full PPR. Now, personally, on my team, I am playing Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith has been as hot as it gets. Jonnu Smith is red hot. He is on fire, NBA Jam style. And look, could it cool down up against the Packers in the frozen tundra? 100%. If you're not going to go with him, my head would tell me to go with Reed, because Reed has a significant amount of upside. Now, Reed has been a very boomer bust player this season. I kind of knew that when I was drafting him, and I did talk him up a bunch. I thought he would be a little bit safer, but that hasn't really been the case. Now, they are going to be without Romeo Doubs tonight, which could lead to more targets going the way of Jaden Reed, and I think more than likely that will be the case. But gun to the head, if it's my team, I'm playing Jonnu Smith. If you're a Packers fan and if it would make you happier to play Jaden Reed, go ahead and do that. I definitely think there is something to be said about that. Like, I don't love playing Packers today, but obviously my fantasy team is the most important thing to me, right? I need my team to actually, in reality, the Dolphins mean more to me than my fantasy team. Because I think if you're a fan of a team that's good, it's probably the opposite, right? Where it's like, oh, you've seen your team win. You know, you've seen your team have great days in your life, but the Dolphins fucking have sucked donkey wang for my whole entire life. So I don't really know what it's like to win. So I would go with Jonnu Smith. And if you wanted to pivot, it would be Jaden Reed. Thank you for the super chat, Chris Sims. I appreciate you. JSN or DJ Moore at the flex. Also, Aubrey or Sanders at kicker. Happy Thanksgiving, because you waited all day for Sunday night. You're 20 deep in a Starbucks drive-thru right now, Dab King. God damn. Enjoy your Starbucks. I don't like coffee. Not a coffee guy. Never have been. I drink Coke all the time. Diet Coke, that is. RFK might stab me in the chest for that one. But I do. Okay, we got to go a little bit quicker, though. So I do apologize. Thank you to all 107 people in here. Bless you all. Hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving. It's fucking incredible. I love you guys. So it's JSN over DJ Moore. JSN is another guy on fire. You can't bench that. And then Aubrey or Sanders. Sanders has been so hot. And as a Dolphins fan, this just feels like the game where Sanders just misses 12 fucking field goals. Like, he just sucks donkey cock. And I could really see that happening. So I'm going to go ahead and play. I'm definitely playing Aubrey. You got to stick with Aubrey. You got to stay with JSN. Two of the hotter players in fantasy football right now. Thank you for the super chat. Jizzia. What a name. I appreciate you. I have Mixon, AJ, and Puka. Do I bench Kyron or Amon-Ra for Bucky Irving? I need the most optimized. Kyron slacking, and Amon-Ra has a tough matchup. Great question. Now, in my rankings, I don't think you can sit Amon-Ra. I just don't think you can. It is a tough matchup. You are going to feel an immense amount of pain the second you sit Amon-Ra St. Brown, because he could easily score 30 points in this matchup. So I am not willing to do that. So we're going ahead and we are locking in Amon-Ra. And then Kyron versus Bucky Irving. Look, if you're nervous about Kyron, who's been slacking, I definitely agree with that. And I think there's a good argument to make for Bucky over Kyren. Now, my personal rankings, I have Kyren ranked higher than Bucky. It's not by a wide margin. It's not like I'm sitting here saying, oh, Bucky Irving is this must start running back and you should not be starting the other guy. Personally, in my lineup, I think with Kyren slacking, you can make an argument for Bucky, and it seems like you want to go Bucky. That's what it indicates here. So I would be benching Kyren for Bucky and keeping Amon-Ra in your lineup. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you again, Jizzy. I appreciate you. JT or Monty? Um, this is one of those where it's like, how risky you're trying to get, Ozzy. I think Jonathan Taylor is eventually going to get the monkey off of his back. I think Jonathan Taylor is eventually going to have a huge game. I think Jonathan Taylor is one of the most talented running backs in the NFL, and I will not change my opinion on that. I really do believe that wholeheartedly. I think he's one of the best running backs in the National Football League, top 5 in terms of skill set, but he hasn't performed like that. So if you're sitting there like, oh, I'd rather play Montgomery, I don't think that's crazy. And I have Montgomery ranked 13th, Jonathan Taylor ranked 14th. So while I do think Jonathan Taylor will bounce back, there's something to say about Montgomery being this nice condom wrap around your team week in and week out. And we are 100% going to be playing. We are going to be playing David Montgomery. Next question here from Justin. Was Chase Brown, sorry. Oh, him or Monty? Thank you again. Oh, I apologize, dude. That's a lapse of my brain power right there because I should have known there was another Brown of note in the NFL. Pause. That sounds very wrong. Chase Brown. CB. I should have known that because you listed a bunch of running backs. It would be Chase Brown over Montgomery. Chase Brown has been so incredibly hot as well. The matchup is tough. So if you wanted to be like, Nick, I want to play the safest bet, I think Montgomery is 8,000 times safer. Like we're just talking about in terms of safety, it is 100% going to be Montgomery, but I would play Chase Brown. McGuzzy, thank you for the super chat. Swift, Warren, Reed, or hold out for the potential Braylon Allen start. Yeah, I would hold out. I would hold out. It seems like Breece Hall isn't going to play. If I'm being 100% honest, that's what it seems like. Now, would I bet my life savings that Breece Hall is out? No, I wouldn't. But when Reed and Swift are so risky, Warren's going to get a safe amount of touches. I would just kind of wait, play the waiting game, hold out for Braylon Allen, hope Braylon Allen comes in, because if Braylon Allen does get in, I think Braylon Allen could be in for a humongous smash. So let's go ahead and I would wait things out for Braylon Allen. I would wait things out for Braylon Allen. That's what I would do. I would go Braylon Allen. Any other super chats here? Marquise, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate you as well. Thank you to everyone watching today. What's up, Nick? Thanks for the live. No problem. Thank you for watching. George Pickens, Tank Dell, Mike Evans. Yeah, Tank Dell's just going to have to be the odd man out. Now, I don't think that Tank Dell is like the worst play ever. And I know Evans kind of shit the bed in his first game back, but again, I kind of warned that was possible, right? Anytime a guy's coming back off of an injury where they miss a bunch of games in a row, there's a good chance that they're going to get ramped up. Now, a guy like Evans, obviously, he's Mike Evans, right? He could rip off a touchdown. He could catch a 40-yard piss missile, and you wouldn't be surprised at all. But you also can't be sitting there just assuming he's going to go off in his first game, even in a wet dream matchup against the Giants. I think the Buccaneers should be fine in this game. I think that he should be able to bounce back. So I would definitely go Mike Evans, and I would go with George Pickens. That would be my best bet there. I don't hate Dell, but I do think Evans has a stronger game. And I also think that George Pickens has a better game than he did in the snow. I Shine, thank you for the super chat, my man. Yo, Nick, what's going on? McBride or Bowers? That's a tough question. And that's kind of one of the most annoying things about fantasy football is when you have two elite tight ends like that, because it's very hard to pick one. And, at the end of the week, you're pissed either way, right? Because it could be the difference of 3 points. One of them could severely outscore the other. In my head, though, it's going to be Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers has just been on a complete and utter tear this season. I know the Chiefs defense is good. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the Chiefs defense is this complete and utter pushover. That's going to get a train ran on them by the Brock Bowers. Like, I don't think this is going to be a huge Brock Bowers game. So I would go ahead and play Bowers. I just think Bowers has played too well. I think they're both great options. I have them both as top 3 tight ends, but I do have Bowers ranked slightly ahead, so I'd go Bowers. I would go Bowers. TC7786. Thank you for the super chat. Full PPR flex Connor or Janu, Joe Mixon, and Chase Brown as running backs. Kittle as the tight end. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It is hard for me. It is hard for me to go out and say, like, wow, you need to bench Janu Smith. It's also hard for me to tell you to bench James Conner. Janu Smith has been so hot that I almost think you just have to ride with the hotness of Janu Smith. Again, when a guy is playing at this level, it's going to be very hard for me to make a great argument for you to sit him. So for that reason, I think you basically just have to go. You just have to go ahead and play Janu Smith. Again, when a guy is playing this well, and again, Connor's on an offense that is so hit or miss on a week in, week out standpoint, an offense that I wouldn't be surprised if they came out here and blew the doors off in that game. The Cardinals are on fire. They're one of the best offenses in the NFL. I also wouldn't be surprised if they completely shit the bed. Whereas I think Janu Smith is just a much safer bet. So I would go Janu Smith. I'm going Janu Smith. Do we like Kraft slightly better than Kraft with Dobbs? I mean, I do like Kraft slightly better with Dobbs out, yes. I 100% do. 100% do. Allen, full PPR, 1 running back, and flex. Rico, Tracy, Jennings, or Connor? Great question. This scenario, we are going to play James Conner just because I like James Conner more than the other players. We're going to go ahead and go James Conner. And then between Rico and Tracy, it's basically a toss-up. It's kind of like pick your poison. I have Rico ranked 23, Tracy ranked 24. So we are going to go with Rico, and we are going to go with Connor. If I knew for sure that Brock Purdy was playing, I would play Jennings, but I don't think we know that for sure, and I don't even think you can guarantee that. So I would go ahead and just play Rico. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1 second, guys. I'm just taking a picture of something. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. All right. There we go. Y'all get hit with the boom, boom. So, yeah, it would be Rico and it would be Connor because I just don't think we should be playing Jennings right now. FZ Ware, thank you for the super chat. Janu, Ingram, Dell, Judy, Bigsby, tight end, and a flex. I would go ahead and play Janu, and I'm playing Ingram. I'm going double tight end. I do like Judy a decent amount, if I'm being honest with you, but I do think Trevor Lawrence You know what? No, we're gonna play Janu and we're gonna play Judy. I think I have to play Judy. Tillman's probably not gonna play. Judy's in a decent spot. Judy's been getting fed. He's been super reliable. And with Trevor Lawrence coming back potentially, Trevor Lawrence might not look like himself fully. So I think Judy and Janu is the smarter plays there. Damn, there's a whole bunch of bots today. Ryan Allen, half PPR, Bucky, Stevenson, CMC, Monty, Evans, pick 4. Come on, Ron. All right, so Bucky, CMC, Monty, Evans, Stevenson, pick 4. It's going to be everyone but Stevenson. I love Ramondre Stevenson. I believe he deserves the contract that he got. But the Patriots, let's call a spade a spade. The Patriots fucking suck, right? The Patriots are not very good. Their offensive line is not very good. And that leads to Ramondre Stevenson being very, 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 very inconsistent. Now, could Ramondre Stevenson go out here and score 30 fantasy points, yes. But he could also go out there and score 3 fantasy points. I feel very confident in Bucky. I feel very confident in Montgomery. And then Evans, to me, just feels like a safer bet when you compare Evans to Stevenson. So the odd man out there is going to be Stevenson. So I'd play Bucky, Montgomery, Evans, and Christian McCaffrey. Jonathan Tilzer, I'm torn on my running back 2/flex, Swift, Hunt, or Jennings. So if you need 2 there, which I assume that is what the question means, I would be playing, like, again, I don't love Hunt. I do not love Hunt. But again, my assumption is that Brock Purdy's not going to play. And if Brock Purdy plays, sure, you might be getting reamed in the ass not playing Jennings, but I don't think he's going to. I really do not believe he's going to play. He didn't throw in practice yesterday. He didn't throw really at all last week. The injury seems to be more severe than was let on. And again, do I trust Shanahan at all? No. Shanahan lied directly straight to our fucking face for a month. Or for months about Christian McCaffrey. Oh, Christian McCaffrey is going to be fine. Oh, Christian McCaffrey this. Oh, Christian McCaffrey that. And it was just a lie. It was a blatant lie for months, stringing us all along. So fuck him. So we're going to go ahead and just play Swift and Hunt. Because again, I don't think, even with Swift and Hunt not being the best bets this week, I don't want anything to do with Juwan Jennings without McCaffrey. Without Brock Purdy. I just don't. We buy homes near you. And defense to stream, Kobo, just go on the video from this week. Just click out of here, skip to the end of the defense video, and just watch that, because I don't remember them off the top of my head as of right now. But that is 100% what you want to do. You want to just watch that video, and that will have all of the answers for you. So that's what I would be doing at defense. And then which defense? Dallas, Bucks, Colts, or Jets? Great question. It's got to be Dallas. It has got to be Dallas. I know maybe Big Cock Brock Purdy is able to have a big game. Maybe Brock Purdy is not Brock Purdy. Drew Lock is able to have like this decent game. Like, I do think Drew Lock's better than DeVito, but is it by like a super wide margin? And again, the Cowboys defense has been playing hot. The Cowboys defense has been on fire. The Cowboys defense has looked so much better as of recently. So I think you basically just have to play. You just basically have to play the Cowboys defense. Donovan, thank you for the super chat. Need a flex, full PPR, Swift, Moore, Mooney, or Brian Thomas Jr. DeVito not expected to start. That was my expectation as well. So Swift's going to be out of there because, again, I don't love Swift's matchup. I don't love Brian Thomas either, even with the return of Trevor Lawrence. Like, Trevor Lawrence wasn't good when he was healthy. Like, let's be honest, guys. Like, he wasn't that good. Now, obviously, he's levels above a guy like Mac Jones, right? Mac Jones is bottom of the fucking barrel. That guy's a absolute bum to the highest degree. So obviously it's better not having him under center, but it's not like Trevor Lawrence this year was like this godlike quarterback, right? I would go, I think my rankings would say Mooney. I have Mooney ranked 27. I have DJ Moore ranked 25. So, yeah, it would be DJ Moore. It's close between the two, but I will lean with DJ Moore. Again, they're going to be trailing in this game. This isn't the greatest matchup on earth up against the Lions, but they are going to be trailing. They're going to have to be heaving the ball a ton, and I think that's going to lead to a whole lot of big plays out of DJ Moore. So I do like DJ Moore a lot this week. So I would go with DJ Moore personally. Where to go, DJ Moore? Thank you for the super chat. Raymond, thank you for the super chat. Kiap, you can't send a super chat. That's okay. You don't have to super chat. I'm trying to get to as many questions as possible. Wide receiver 1, a lock. Chase, wide receiver 2 and 3 out of JSN, Terry, and Drake. I would go Drake, and I would go Terry. I want to play JSN, and it is hard for me to bench JSN, but with the guys you have, you basically have to. Now, again, It's not the worst bet ever. But I would have to bench JSN again. I don't want to, but I just think the other guys are better, to be honest with you. That's a really tough question because they are all ranked super close in my rankings. So it's not like one guy is clearly the odd man out, whereas normally it is in these questions where it's like, oh, pick 2 out of 3. And it's like, oh, I have this guy ranked 10, this guy 15, and the other guy's like my wide receiver 27. But this question is very, very close. So I don't want to say that it's like with strong conviction. It's not a strong conviction play because they are all ranked super close in my head, but I would go Drake thinking that the Falcons bounce back, and I would go Terry thinking Terry's just been super safe this season, and obviously got to play Chase. So Chase, Terry, and Drake. Arjun, thank you for the super chat. Hey, broski, I need your help for the flex. Should I start MVS or Elijah Moore? And for my running backs, I have White, Tracy, or Stevenson. Which 2 running backs do I start? That's a great question. I would go White and Tracy. And then for your flex, I would play Stevenson. I would go with the triple running back lineup. Now, I will be honest. I don't 100% love Ramondre, just like I don't love Elijah Moore or MVS, but I just think they're all risky bets. And I feel like the ceiling is the highest with Ramondre, and Ramondre probably also has the highest floor of those guys because I don't really think this week Ramondre is going to go out there and score 4 points. Like, I think he'll be able to get to like 8 at least. I think MVS could score 1 point, and I think Elijah Moore could also score 1 point. So I would be going triple running backs. I would go Tracy. I would go White and Stevenson. But if you want to play one of the receivers, it would be MVS. So it'd be MVS, Tracy, and White. Breezius Maximus, thank you for the super chat. What do you think about playing McNichols over Swift or Jennings at the flex? I don't love it. I think McNichols will have a decent game, but I think I would rather just go Swift and hope he busts off a big run over playing McNichols. Now, do I think that there's like this crazy wide margin between them? No. But I think I would still lean the way of playing Swift. I just trust Swift more than I trust McNichols because if Brian Robinson is more healthy than I probably think he is, then there is a chance that he just sees 90% of the touches and then McNichols is kind of picking up the scraps. They also have other running backs behind him. I think McNichols is a talented player. I think if they were like, you know what, Brian Robinson isn't going to play, then I would be all over McNichols. But as of right now, I'm definitely going to just lean with Swift and hope Swift has a halfway decent game. Question in chat. Thank you, Terry. Full PPR. I need a running back 2, wide receiver 2, and a flex. Debo, K9, JSN, Zay Flowers, Keenan Allen, Brees, Allen, Bucky. Great question. So I would go with Kenneth Walker. I would go with JSN. And I would go with Bucky Irving. So Kenneth Walker, 100% Kenneth Walker. 100% Kenneth Walker. I'm going Kenneth Walker. I'm going Bucky Irving. And I am going JSN. That's the play there. I already answered this one. Thank you again for the super chat, guys. I appreciate you. Which kicker do I like the most? I like Aubrey the most. Xavier, thank you for the super chat. Pittman and Sutton at wide receiver. Do I take Gus Edwards or Noah Gray as the flex and start Jaden Reed today? Yeah. I would play Jaden Reed over both Noah Gray and Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards is a decent player. Gus Edwards is old. He's slow. And while they're not going to have Dobbins, he's not guaranteed to have a big game. Yes, he's a great thumper on the goal line, but we've already seen the team try to use Hassan Haskins on the fucking goal line. So that already tells you that you need to panic, right? That tells you 100%, hey, you need to panic. So I would go ahead. I would go. Yeah, I would definitely go Reed over Noah Gray and Gus Edwards. But if it's like you have two flexes, it would be Gus Edwards and Reed. I think that's the correct way to go there. Actually, if this is my team and I'm just gonna overrule everything that you've already done, I'm taking Pittman out and I'm playing Reed and then I'm playing Gus Edwards at the flex. That would be my optimal lineup. That would be how I would look to play it. I would play. Yeah, that's how I would look to do it. I would go ahead and play Reed, Sutton, and Gus Edwards. That's what I would look to do. That's what I'm doing. Can Tyreek Hill bounce back this week? I hope so. I sure hope so. Reggie in a guillotine league, choose one for the flex. Monty, Connor, or Sutton. I have Mixon and Brees for running back 1 and 2. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief Reggie. I don't think that Brees Hall. Oh my god, I almost just spilled that all over my keyboard. I don't think that Brees Hall is going to play. So what I would do personally is take Brees Hall out of my lineup and throw Montgomery in, and then play Sutton as the flex because I think that's probably your safest bet. Because I don't really think Brees Hall is going to play. Again, would I bet my life savings that he's out? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't bet a large amount of money that he's out, but I don't think he's going to play based on what I've read. So I think the smarter move would be to put Monty in as your running back 2 with Mixon and then play Sutton at flex. But if you're keeping Mixon and Brees, you're playing the waiting game, it's Sutton at flex. Xavier, thank you again for the super chat. I would be playing again. I'm taking Reed and switching him with Sutton. I'm taking Reed and switching him with Pittman and then playing Edwards at flex. But if you want to keep Pittman and Sutton in, Reed would be the flex. That is my read on things. Rock out with your cock out. Thank you for the super chat. This might be dumb. JMO over MHJ. That's not dumb. That is not dumb. At this point in the season, I trust Jameson Williams more than I trust Marvin Harrison Jr. If I told you that prior to the season, if I was like, wow, I trust Jameson Williams more than him, I would kick myself in the cock. I'd be like, Nick, that makes no sense. You're a fucking idiot. Never say something like that again. But now that we're this deep into the season, that feels like the right play. Thank you for the super chat, Gustavo. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Currently 8-4. Should I risk it and play Rico or go Pollard or Rashad? Need to win and clinch the bye. Starters, Bo, Achane, Zay, D-Hop, and Scary Terry. So your question here, 1 second. Your question was, I need to place a bet in a minute because me and my friends all place a bet together every single week. And I was the one with the failing leg last week. I bet on fucking Amon-Ra St. Brown to score. So I'm the one who has to put in the parlay. So I'm about to have to do that. Jake Bates. Jared Goff. All right. So happy Thanksgiving. Currently 8-4. Should I risk it and play Rico or go with Pollard or Rashad? I love Pollard, man. I am a Pollard enthusiast, but I don't necessarily love him this week. Let me just check real quick. Pollard. I got Pollard as my running back 23 or 22. I've got Rico at 23, Rashad at 25. So yeah, I would go Pollard, and we're gonna hope Tajay Spears doesn't play a large role into things this week. I love Tony Pollard. I was a Tony Pollard truther last year. This year I said, you know what? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to get fooled. I'm going to fade him. I'm not drafting him. I'm going to draft, what's his name ahead of him? And that obviously did not work. I drafted Tajay Spears instead, and that proved to be very stupid. But I like your team a lot. I would be here. Wait, let me just make sure I'm doing something correctly. I would be playing. I would 100% be playing. Mara St. Brown. All right, I don't think I played this line before. Okay. I would 100% be playing Pollard. It is a little bit risky of a proposition. I'm not saying that Pollard is the safest knife in the cupboard, but that's the way that I would be going. I would go Pollard over those guys. But if you want to be safe, you can go Rachaad White. I think Rachaad White's probably the safest. I Shine, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you guys so much for all the super chats today. I really appreciate it. It's crazy that we are this deep into the season and there's still so many people that are super chatting, so many people showing love. So I really appreciate you guys. Jameer Gibbs, Jared Goff, Sam Laporta. All right. And then let me just make sure I put this lineup in correctly. This one. All right. Which two flexes in a 10-team full PPR should I start? I need upside. Najee Harris, Deebo Samuel, Nick Westbrook, Ikain, Gus Edwards, Tank Dell, Will Dissly. The answer would be, that's a great question. You need upside. I'm playing Tank Dell, and I'm playing Gus Edwards. I like the upside of those guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go to 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna place this bet really quick, and I'm gonna answer all your guys' questions in 2 seconds. The bet's gonna take way longer if I just sit here and fucking ponder it for a minute. Okay, Tua. A-Chain receiving yards. Just wait a second, guys. I'm sorry. Receiving yards, 25 plus. I'm buzzing geeks while I'm running. 25 plus. Swift, 40 plus. One second. I apologize. I'm going to get to your guys' questions in a second. Swift, 40 plus. Rush, 200 plus. And Neighbors. $60 plus. All right, this seems correct. Oh my god, I almost just bet $110 on the pick. Okay. Yeah, I would go. Sorry about that. I would go Najee Harris. Or not Najee Harris. I would go Gus Edwards. If you're just looking for upside, it's Gus Edwards. And it's gonna be Nick Westbrook, Ikain, actually, instead of Tank Dell. Nick Westbrook, Ikain, and we're going Gus Edwards for the highest upside picks. Thank you, Sea-Dog. Laporta or Taysom? It's Taysom. It's Taysom. If you want to guarantee yourself like 6 points, it's Laporta. If you want to get the upside, I'm going Taysom. I'd play Taysom. Reggie, thanks. I'll put Monty in as the running back too. If Brees ends up playing on Sunday, are you playing Sutton, Brees, Chuba, or Connor? I would play Brees over. Actually, I would probably still play Sutton, if I'm being honest with you. I would play Sutton. 100%. If Brees ends up playing on Sunday, yeah, I would still play Sutton personally. Ernesto, thank you for the super chat. Jared Goff or Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr or Anthony Richardson, Bryce Young available. I'm going Jared Goff. I think that's the smartest bet would be to be playing Jared Goff. So Goff over Cousins, that makes the most sense. You got to play Goff. 1 PPR, pick 3. Chuba, Montgomery, JT, Chase Brown. Yeah, I don't like turkey, guys. That's a spoiler alert. I've never liked turkey. Shit's not good. Hashtag not good. Pick 3, Monty, JT, Chase Brown. It's going to be Monty. It's going to be JT and Chase Brown. If you want to be safe and you don't want to play JT, you could play Chuba over JT, but I do think JT is going to bounce back. So Monty, JT, and Chase Brown is my best answer there. TTV, Phoenix need 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. Pittman's, Jennings, Quentin Johnston, Braylon Allen. So assuming that Breece Hall misses, it's going to be Pittman, Jennings, and Braylon Allen. I think Quentin Johnston will bounce back. I really do. Like, I think he's a better, like, he's not good at catching the ball, but when he catches the ball, he makes big plays. He's better than what we saw last week, but he's not great. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, wow, I love Quentin Johnston. I do think he'll play better, but I would still lean with Quentin Johnston being the odd man out there. I just think he has to be. So that's the way we're going. That is the way we're going. Sam Laporta. Okay, I did put the lineups in correctly. Okay, yeah. So the odd man out there is going to be Quentin Johnston, 100%. Juggin Beats. You have Swift too? Oh, you have Swift too? Ooh. You have Swift as well. If you have Swift as well, it's gonna be Jennings. No, it's gonna be Pittman. It's gonna be Braylon Allen, and it's gonna be Swift. Oh fuck, you can't play. Fuck, you can't play 2 flexes, 2 wide receivers and a flex. So yeah, my answer is correct. It's gonna be Pittman, Jennings, and Braylon Allen. That's what I'm doing. Fuck the bots. Facts. Dell, Jennings, or Vel for the flex. I would go Dell. I've never had deep fried turkey, and I am a fat ass, so I probably would like that. You would like that. What's that video? I'm trying to think what the name of the video is. It's so funny. He's like, that would be my fat ass. You ever seen that video? Who's gonna eat that? That would be my big fat ass. That's like such a funny video. Thank you for the super chat. Reed, Neighbors, B-Rob. It's all right, Kiop. Just ask your question in chat. Tracy, Bigsby, half PPR flex, and a running back. I would play Tracy, and I would play Neighbors. Just send your question in chat. You don't have to super chat. Play Neighbors and Tracy. That would be what I would do. Double players on the Giants. I do really believe that we're going to see a bounce back out of Neighbors. I think Neighbors is pissed off, and I think they're going to force feed him the rock, and I think he's going to play well. So that's my take on things. So I'd go Neighbors, and I would go Tracy. Trying to figure out who to start in this league. Fuck. All right. DJ Moore, Ridley, or Shakira. I would play DJ Moore. Dowdle or Hubbard in my flex. Hubbard for me. Fried turkey's the best. Don't eat butterball turkeys. Their employees was getting freaked with them turkeys. What the fuck? Build my lineup. AJ Brown, Nico Collins, A-Chain, Gibbs, Terry McLaurin, and Otten. Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes the super chats just don't work. I have Monty and Hall starting. Should I flex Pollard or White? I would flex Pollard. Would you play Monty over Swift? Yes. Shakir or Reed, full PPR? Shakir. Goff or Caleb Goff? Flex Taysom or Dowdle? I would play Dowdle. Jaden, Reed, or Ligma? I'm definitely going to go with Ligma. All right, boys and girls, it's 12:30. Happy Thanksgiving. The game's about to kick off. Appreciate every single one of you guys that watch my videos. It means the world to me. Everyone that streams, it's amazing. Or everyone that's here for the streams, it's truly amazing. I really appreciate all you guys. I hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving, and let's have a great one today. Let's be great today, you know? Let's be great today. Let's be great. Let's win some bets. Let's have a fun time. Let's be great. Let's have a good one. Love you guys. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. What's up, Hops? You need one. For me, it would be London. Hubbard or Tracy, I would go Hubbard. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Good luck. McLaurin or DJ Moore, I would play McLaurin. 2 running backs and 1 flex. Neighbors, Wilson, Downs, Tillman, A-Chain, Montgomery, Warren. I would play A-Chain, Montgomery, Neighbors, and Wilson. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. Captain, help. You never answer my question. Trade question, Chuba Hubbard or Lad McConkey. You need a receiver. I would rather have Lad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Notorious. Rachel, thank you for joining. Thanks for being here today. Thank you very much for watching the stream. Thank you to everyone. Everyone, make sure you guys have a good Thanksgiving. I'm going to head out here. I am working on Thanksgiving. Feels bad, man. It's going to be a tough one. Taysom for the win. Let's go. Best of luck, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hope you guys all have a great one with you guys' families. Make sure you stay nice and cozy today. I don't know where everyone lives. It's fucking cold as fucking New Jersey. So I hope you guys all have a great one. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with a video. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. There is a game. I did want to go Black Friday shopping. So if there is a stream, it's not going to be right before the game. It's probably going to be at like 11 or 12, like not right before the game. It'll probably be before the games even start. So make sure you guys have a good one. Hope you guys have a good one, obviously. Make sure you have a good one. Hope you guys have a good one. That's the same thing, Nick. Right? Have a great one. Love you guys. See you guys soon. And again, if we're live tomorrow, I will be live at around 11 or 12. I don't think it would be close to 3. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys all have a great one. Thank you to Spock. Thank you to all the mods. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everyone super chatting. Thank you for all the normal questions. Have a great one. See you guys on the super stuff.